Okay, whoa. Alright, so greetings. I have received my Schlumpf drive and I am taking the old ring. It came with a 60 tooth, a 110 60 tooth, which I may try and use on something else, but I don't know right now. And a friend of mine gave me a 110 65, so I'm going to put that on there and see how that works before I run everything in together. Taking off the ring, and so it's just in here a little bit. This bar came twisted, so I'm not sure that that's how it's supposed to be from Schlumpf. That this came off a used Trike. I'm going to take this top ring off so I can put the drive ring on and then go from there, and then I'll show you how to install it in the eyeball. So this torque arm is not supposed to be bent like this, according to the Schlumpf website. So I'm going to put it in the vise and try and flatten it back out. It should be mostly flat. So I'm going to try and fix that real quick. So that is probably more how it should look. Yeah. So I got that part fixed, and I will work on the rest now. Okay, so that's more what it should look like with the ring on. So now I'll clear off the table and put the Velo up there and take the old bottom bracket off and go from there. I always like to put down a moving blanket. I keep my Velos covered in the shop because we got a lot of stuff going on in here, a lot of woodworking and metalworking and things like that. So I keep the Velos and covered up as much as I can. But when I'm working on the table, I put one of these down because it keeps it from getting scratched. The way I like to pick up my Velomobile and put it on the table is to tilt it a little bit over, reach underneath it, grab the chain tunnel, and then kind of lift it up all in one smooth motion. Then once I get it up on the table, I just roll it over on the side and I can easily get to it. I can also move it around if I need to, but it's easy to reach through the footholes here and work on the cranks and whatever else I need to do. Okay, so one of the things I was thinking of was I was just going to repair it, rebuild it inside here. I think what I'm going to do is take a little bit more time, make it easier on myself, and take out the bottom bracket instead of trying to replace it right inside there. Now here's the crank arms. It looks suspiciously like it has 4, but what it has is these things that go on the pedals, and you can press the button the whole length of the crank arm and it'll change gears for you. It's a Schlumpf thing that they have. Looks like it was an accessory. I'll put it on there and try it just to see how it works out. But because it doesn't add a lot of weight, so I'll give it a try. Feels like it's got a little catch in it. Maybe that'll wear in. Maybe it's just not fully broken in yet. We'll see. Okay, gonna try and put it in now. So I'm gonna move it back a little bit because it's got 170 cranks on it. So that's gonna put it closer to me on the one side, but on the other side I won't be able to reach. I'll be stretching out, so I'll have to figure it out. Okay, so I just did a real quick test ride. And I'm gonna need a clamp or something to hold that torque arm, because in the low speed gears, it really moves around. It didn't go around all the way, it went around about halfway, but I'm sure if I was really cranking on it, it would just move around. So I'm gonna have to get that fixed. And the 170 cranks arms makes my feet hit the bottom, and I didn't strike the top of the shell on the inside, but I'm gonna have to get that fixed. I'm also gonna have to move the whole thing out and maybe move the seat back a little bit because it's just really long in there. So I'm gonna have to play around with that. Either that or I'm gonna have to find someone who has 155 Schlumpf crank arms, or I'm gonna have to buy some from Schlumpf. But so far, just doing a test in the driveway, no problem at all peeling out all that gravel, which before I would really have to crank on, and this took that 65 tooth chainring down to nothing. So it was pretty cool. All right, stay tuned for updates.